In this video, Elena Mironov, literally one of the world's favourite teachers of Yoga Nidra, is going to be guiding me in a breathwork practice that she uses to prepare the body and mind for Yoga Nidra. It's super relaxing, beautiful practice. If you enjoy it, I've done a full interview with Elena where we go into the details about what Yoga Nidra is, why it's different from other meditations, some of the challenges, some of the benefits. Really interesting video, so I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video. If you're interested in Yoga Nidra, I'm doing 2 videos coming up with Tracy Stanley and Charlie Morley. So Tracy Stanley is the author of the new book Radiant Rest, and Charlie Morley is an expert in lucid dreaming. So really interesting stuff coming up on the channel. Definitely check it out. But for now, enjoy this practice.
So I want to introduce you to one technique that is really simple and that will help you prepare for Yoga Nidra practice. And you can do that either seated up or you can do that lying down. Both are fine. So what this does is it helps you begin to slow down internally and potentially also helps you go deeper into the Yoga Nidra practice if you spend this couple of minutes before you get started. And to do that, you can simply place the hands on the lower belly. So this can be the area below your belly button. And you can just place one palm on the lower belly and then cover it with the other. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. If you don't feel comfortable, you can just look down and defocus your gaze. And just take a moment to notice that part of your body, the lower belly. Really send your attention to that part. Notice the way that you're breathing at the moment. It might be that currently your hands are not moving at all and your breath is primarily happening somewhere higher up in your upper chest or in the center of your torso. And eventually you can begin to experiment with sending the breath all the way down into where your hands are. So see if it's possible for you to let the hands slightly expand as the belly gets filled with breath. And an out breath, noticing how the wall of your abdomen is moving towards the spine. So you're emptying out the lower belly. And if you notice that it's tricky for you right now, don't judge yourself, but just try a few more times. Just sending the breath all the way down into your lower belly. Letting the hands move outward as the lower belly expands. And as you're breathing out, noticing how the hands are moving in the direction of your spinal column. The lower belly is emptying itself out of breath. Good. And you can continue a few more times, if possible, letting the breath naturally slow down. So you're not forcing the breath to slow down. You're not judging the process if it's not slowing down by itself. Or just try to create this intention to let the breath begin to effortlessly slow and calm down. There's no pressure whatsoever. Just this very relaxed pattern of deep abdominal breathing. Lower belly expanding on an in-breath. And emptying out on an out-breath. And we'll continue for another minute or so. So deep, sweet, relaxed breath. Sending your breath all the way down to the lower belly. Deep, satisfying exhales as the lower belly is emptying itself out. And a few more. And if while you're doing this you notice that there are thoughts coming and going, it's not a problem. You can just let the thoughts remain in the background while in the forefront of your attention is just this breath. You can also begin to observe how your mental state might be changing somewhat. Noticing if there's any difference in terms of how you felt before you started and how you feel now. And the final step, you can imagine that you're drinking your breath. So slowing your breathing down even more. Really taking your time. Good. And then you can gradually begin to return back to the physical space in which you're practicing. And you can either continue by doing your yoga nidra practice, or you can just return to your day and notice the shift that may have happened over the past few minutes.
Thank you, Anna. I really didn't want to stop that then. I didn't know, I don't want to come back. That was really beautiful. And your voice and your accent just make it so much, even deeper. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you
sharing that with me.
So it's just such a simple practice that is accessible to everyone who can breathe. And I couldn't recommend it enough, both to just decompress during the day if perhaps don't have the time to go all the way through a full-on yoga nidra practice. This is just like a nice little break to squeeze into your day. And then, you know, as an author of Draw Breath, it's a practice that we also appreciate and incorporate into your day. And also a great start for yoga nidra practice if you do have the time for that.
Anna, thank you so much for joining me.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you so much, Tom, for having me.
So I really hope you enjoyed that. If you want to know more about what Elena's about her practice, about her history, about how she uses meditation and yoga nidra in particular as with her clients as a psychologist, definitely check out the full interview that I did with her. I'll leave a link around here in a moment. If you did enjoy this, please do give the video a like, it really helps the channel, and consider subscribing for more videos about yoga nidra. I'll leave links down below as well to Elena's websites and some of her courses and seminars as well, so definitely check those out. If you're still here, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Tom Granger. I'm the author of Draw Breath, The Art of Breathing, which is a book that teaches you to meditate and do simple breath work by drawing in time with your breath. So you just trace up pink lines as you inhale and down on blue lines as you exhale, and it's just instantly calming, instantly relaxing. But each new image becomes slightly more complex and teaches you something different about the physiology, the psychology, or the philosophy of the breath. So definitely check that out. It's available on Amazon now, and that's enough shameless plugging. But yeah, see you soon.